are live, and I will send you the Reddit link, and I will switch off the music that was playing in the background in case it goes on stream and we get banned instantly. And just say,
Mic test. Said mic test.
Hello, yes. Konnichiwa. Or konbanwa.
Yep.
wannabe Japanese otaku. Hello.
So I wanna be an otaku, but I'm not.
Hello. How are you today? Audi's head is out of the frame because he switched his position, even though he told me he was just resting on something before and he would go back to the position once the live started.
Yeah, this is the position.
I swear to God, every single time.
I can't stay in one position. I keep fucking shuffling around. What can I do?
Sid also shuffles around, but he doesn't go out of frame every 2 minutes.
Yeah, but
Or
I've
every
changed
time-
my own setup now because I'm stuck here in quarantine of all things.
Yeah, only the weak
Can
get
we
corona.
talk about the Audi?
Yes. Last week has been slightly painful because I was stuck in quarantine with COVID.
Hey, nobody can
Of all
save it for
things.
the Adda.
I guess.
Stop
Yes, but Audi
leaking
is finally
content
the
out
one
into
on
different
the offer.
podcasts, Audi. Like, god damn it, can you please, can you?
Leaking content, but yes. My video is in a garbage state.
Oh, yes, I will fix that.
Reddit.
Wow, so fast. Amazing. What skill.
Yes, it is the brew
Yes.
who has achieved a new level of live streaming where I can. Okay, see, here's the problem. I can fix it, but then if it happens every freaking second, I can't. Okay.
It happened again.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm looking at it. I'm literally looking at it. I'm not able to fix it because Audi's video is like
Oh my God.
the video ninja is like, this is the worst possible, with the worst possible amount of packet loss you could have.
I can't really help. The net isn't exactly great here. I
Ethernet
get
wire.
like generally I get like ping spikes and
Ethernet
packet
wire.
loss just by playing games alone. Yeah, I don't mind using an Ethernet wire, except my Ethernet port is dead. Remember?
It's not dead. You just didn't try hard enough.
I didn't try hard enough.
It's
Yes, of
just,
course. I just have to jam it
just
in a bit
haven't-
harder. Maybe it'll work.
Get a
too.
new router and put it in your room. My God, nobody does any effort for this podcast.
The router is literally right next to the camera right now. It's like right
That's
here.
a fucking lie.
It can't. I'm not even.
What you
joking.
have? You have like a 2 Mbps connection or something. What you have a 2G connection or something? What the hell?
Surprisingly, we have 100 Mbps.
That's a
connection.
lie.
100.
This is a bold-faced
100.
lie.
Hey, no internet among us. He still
Yes.
has
Hey,
the
Among Us.
shittiest.
Okay,
Brother,
could you? Okay, if you have a 100
Stone,
Mbps
that
connection,
Stone.
what speed do you get? Because this is like abysmal.
Well, I got like nearly the same speed the last time. I don't know. I'll have to check
No,
again.
it's like if on a speed
Probably
test, how
fucking
much do
scamming
you
us
get?
for all we know. Let me check.
Anyway, Sid. While
Anyways,
this
yeah,
scrub,
speed
while this
test.
scrub who lives in a
Welcome
third
to-
world place, so he's technically in a sixth world place while he checks his internet. Hey, don't make fun of Audi, guys. Okay, 3G just started in this area. Okay, like, god damn it.
That makes
They'll
sense,
catch
yeah.
up in no
Just
time.
started.
In another 2 decades, 4G will be there.
140. Yeah. Not 100. Maybe a 200 Mbps connection. I forget.
Sid, have you
could
ever
be
seen someone lie so boldly to your face? Look at him.
Yeah,
He's
a
like,
screenshot if I have to.
when he says 140, his face froze. Okay? That's not what
I'll
happens when you have 140 Mbps.
Because he surprised himself, bro. He's like, wow, 140. I didn't know I had that kind of speed.
But anyway,
But yes,
we are going to be
What's up,
talking
boys? What's
about the manga we've been catching up to and the things we've been watching,
Manga,
the things we've been
anime, yeah.
reading, and all that. Random Otaku says, hello guys, I'm late. No, you're just on time. Welcome. Hello. We're going to be talking about all the things that we caught up to. Audi's been sick. I was sick
Yes.
before that. And we have caught up to different anime and manga.
yes. But let's be clear,
Yes.
you didn't get the Rona.
Yeah, I didn't get the Rona.
You were just sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
some,
you're just sick for like 3 weeks, but somehow no Rona whatsoever.
yeah, the thing is, I didn't take any proper measures to make sure I would get fined quickly. So that's kind of my fault. But
Right.
interestingly, every time I think I've gotten like some horrible disease, I'm like, yes, you know what? I'm finally going to lose weight. I'm going to be thin by the end of it. And then it turns out that it's just normal. And I'm like, God damn it. Like I got malaria
Like no
once,
change.
okay? I got malaria once. And my sister got malaria. She was really bad. She fainted a couple of times. My dad got malaria 6 times in 2 years. And I was like, I got malaria. I was like, yes, I'm going to be thin. And I go to the doctor. The doctor's like, you're fine, dude. You're like, you can just walk around normally. Just take these medicines. You'll be completely fine. I'm like, no, I'm too fat. So every time I've...
Yeah, your good immunity sort of backfired on you there.
yeah, I know, right? My good immunity keeps me fat. It's like you're not going to suffer from any diseases that cause you to lose weight at all.
I see.
Makes sense, yeah. It does do that sometimes.
Hey, okay. Sounds very bad, but I'm too lazy to lose weight the normal way. Okay, this is my shortcut. This is my cheat code, and I can't puke. I can't put my finger down my throat, so that really hurts my ability to lose weight
You
really
can
quickly.
just try it once.
No,
and
I
just come
refuse.
out
It's
like a
disgusting.
flowing river.
It's disgusting. That's for heathens like you.
Yeah, Audi, what is wrong with you?
Random Taco
Yeah.
says the only thing I watched was The Way of
Why
the
would you
House has
even
been
suggest
GTO
something
and just
like
started Bleach today. I watched the final episode of Attack on Titan last season. Great. We're going to be talking a little bit about Attack on Titan, not too much because about that shit.
GTO is pretty legendary.
Bro, it's GTA. My
GTO
God,
is legendary. Bleach.
is legendary. The Way of the House has
Thing
been
you just
is
talked about is a disease. Is Audi's favorite anime.
course.
Just to make sure.
Yes.
okay.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Top
Sid,
10.
you may start. You can talk about
Yeah,
About,
so I've been watching Demon Slayer.
yeah.
The entertainment district.
Let it
arc,
never be
even though
said
we
that
were
Sid
really,
can't
like,
get good screenshots.
Why?
I'm saying let it never be said. Like Sid, it should be said that Sid always gets the best screenshots.
Oh my God. He searched for the most derpiest moments in the show.
No, this is pretty iconic. Brew remembers this from the manga,
I
I
do.
bet. This is
Oh.
the entertainment district arc, right? So it's the part where they all have to go undercover to find Uzui's wives, right? Who've been working there undercover. So they go undercover to find the wives who've been undercover.
Ah.
And yeah, even though I read it, like even watching it, reactions like them taking Zenitsu because he's so, them taking
Inosuke.
Inosuke because he's so beautiful.
Yes.
And Zenitsu, everyone's like, yo, he's so ugly. Why is he working here? What is he doing here? This girl looks really ugly.
The
then
mangaka
Tanjiro
probably is like
working
Sid,
really
like, why did I create a character like Zenitsu? Ew! He just decided to.
I know, right? Even Tanjiro was like, if Tanjiro's been like, if you know the story, Tanjiro starts working around over there, right? Helping
Yeah.
them, and he's like, and then later on, Tanjiro in the end confessed, like, I have to say I'm a dude, and they're like, yeah, we know, we knew it from the beginning, don't
I
worry. You didn't fool us.
Huh.
But it's been pretty interesting, it's been fun. And there you saw Daki, one of the upper moons, I think she's upper moon 6, right?
Control Anke says I haven't seen Demon Slayer, and Random Otaku says I don't really like Demon Slayer. Random Otaku,
Well,
what possible reason could you not like Demon
Yeah.
Slayer? You tell me to watch JoJo every single day on Discord, and you don't like Demon Slayer?
I think at this point, anyone who just like fervently supports JoJo who doesn't want to like recommend any other show, it's like watch JoJo, fuck
Demon
everything
Slayer
else.
is pretty fun.
Demon Slayer
even
is
though I've read the manga,
amazing.
I'm enjoying it.
The ending is not
I'm
great,
pretty
but it's
sure
amazing.
I'm pretty sure he actively enjoys it. He just that he doesn't want the JoJo fandom to sort of die out. So he's like, fuck you, no, I hate Demon Slayer. No.
No, I don't know. Random Otaku, explain yourself. As a lifelong fan of this channel, explain yourself.
Wow, dude, his reply is so generic. Just
Like I don't think it's anything
I don't think
special,
it's
and it's a
anything.
bit overrated. I can say the same about JoJo.
so yeah.
And
You
Control
can say
Nike,
that
you
about
should
any anime.
watch
Yeah.
Demon Slayer Control Nike. It's pretty good, and don't worry, we're going to be talking about a lot more than just
Pretty
Demon
fun.
Slayer. And he's
Mhm.
Nandemo Theme says, I don't hate it,
Yeah,
but it's a
but
bit
they've
basic.
translated-
It's not basic. You're basic.
I like how
Not
our editor is
basic,
coming
yeah.
to the other account. Nice.
But yeah, it's quite fun the way they've translated that arc, the entertainment district arc.
Yeah.
And the action starts off pretty soon, from the beginning. Like they're already fighting a few episodes in.
Yeah.
And remember, if you remember, Brew, when we talked about the manga, I was thinking about how they're gonna translate the way her like kimono wraps around and moves, right? Because she was a kimono like Doctor Octopus, right? And has like these really intricate patterns.
Yeah.
Basically, as predicted, they've used like textured, like 3D, like cloth
I see.
simulations to do it.
Oh,
To just move around and wraps people, and looks pretty good. Yeah, they've done a pretty good job.
Wow.
Yeah, so a few characters we see Daki, and then you scroll down, you see Nezuko finally, the grown-up Nezuko form where she like grows a
Okay,
horn.
is it just
and starts
me?
Fighting
Is it
Daki.
just me, or have they like made her boobs way more pronounced than they should be? That looks weird to me.
Oh, definitely.
I don't remember it being like that in the manga.
Yeah. When she unlocks her ultimate power, her boobs get bigger. Don't you know? That's pretty obvious.
I see.
Oh my god.
Bomb assassin on Reddit asks, did I hear
Nezuko's...
Jojo?
You did not hear Jojo. No Jojo. Jojo bad. Jojo basic.
Okay, they come out of the woodwork the second you
Nandemo
fucking
Theme says-
mention Jojo.
Yes, it. What did you say?
But yeah, I was talking about what Random Otaku said. He said main character's family dies, cries every time when villain dies. Nice guy with special physical power. That's why I think it's basic. By the way, have you seen Tengen's wives?
Yes, of course.
Yes, we have. They have shown Tengen's
How
wives.
else would Rando cool like it? Say, us Control 90. Yes, that's
yeah,
a good point. All the
Yes.
new anime fans getting into anime are like, ho, interesting.
But yeah, it's it's quite good, and even for recent anime, is doing a pretty good job, right? The anime, of course, again improved upon the
Yeah, anime
manga,
improved upon it greatly. And
But I think this season is following the speed of the manga
Yeah.
more because there's a few episodes in they're already fighting. Like Gyutaro, the brother, he has spoilers. He hasn't come out yet, like at least where I'm watching. But yeah, and the first and last episode were like 45 minutes.
oh wow.
That's pretty good, right? So the final battle scene is going to be like a good 45 minutes.
Also, Demon Slayer does
Yeah,
have a
it's
lot of
very-
original things to it. Like it's not just
Mhm.
basic bitch powers and basic bitch ideas and
yeah.
all that. Like,
Yeah,
look at this
the-
Tanjiro. His eyes are red. Nobody's
Dude,
ever seen red eyes
I
before.
put this image because in the manga you don't see the red, right?
Yeah.
It just looks like it's dark, so it looks much cooler.
Yeah.
But it looks so fucked up.
It looks
in the anime when
derpy
it's
here.
all
It
red.
looks very
Yeah,
derpy.
It looks so fucking
Why-
good. I was like, what the
Why
fuck
does he look
happened
like
to
he's on the verge of like ODing? Two lines and he's like, eyes are fucking rolling back or some shit.
Audi is able to
That's him
recognize it
using-
and
Yeah.
identify with it a little too much. Audi,
Yes.
please control yourself.
A little too much.
Control your drogas.
But yeah, this happens
yes.
when he like uses his breath of the sun for
Yeah.
too long, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I didn't
Look at
know it
what
would
he's
look so
saying, oh,
fucked
as
up
if he
in the
knows what's going
animation.
on.
Yeah, he has no clue what the fuck we're talking about. But yeah, bro, I think even you'll enjoy it. Like they actually did a really good job with the anime.
Yeah, of course I'll enjoy it. Demon Slayer is pretty good.
The opening isn't as good as like the previous one, but it's still nice.
Random
But,
Otaku says
yeah,
Demon Slayer got popular because the animation, I think, mostly. Yeah, I mean, that is one of the biggest reasons you watch it. The animation is really good. Like, why would you watch anime if not for the animation?
Yeah,
Otherwise, you'd just read the
And it's
manga.
also fun though. Like, bro, remember we were talking about this before Demon Slayer. We were like, yo, there's nothing for us to watch,
Yeah.
and we didn't watch much. And then we saw Demon Slayer, and we like enjoyed it right
Yeah.
after this long break.
Haikyuu
of
and
not
Demon
watching
Slayer
anything.
are my favorite new age anime.
Yeah, exactly. Haikyuu was also like
Except both
really
their
fun.
endings. I don't like their endings, but otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, both their endings
Or
are.
even Demon Slayer has a questionable
I don't
ending.
know about the Haikyuu ending, but Demon Slayer, yeah. Demon Slayer has a lot of issues, but it's still a fun show.
Sid, you will hate the Haikyuu ending more than I will, actually.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Sid, yeah, he's gonna hate it the most among us. I think all three of us kind of like
How do you
expected
know
it.
the Haikyuu ending?
I asked bro later on. He just
Oh,
told
okay,
me.
I see.
What happens there.
Will you watch another season if it comes out since you haven't seen season 4?
I'm
I mean,
just
if the
gonna wait.
animation does improve, yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna wait for it to
I
like
don't
build
think-
up, and then I'm gonna watch it. Because I can't read the
All
Haikyuu
at
manga.
once?
I tried. I can't read it. It's just
Yeah, even I can't. The character
Yeah.
design and everything. It's very
You can't
different.
read it because of the ending, or you can't read
no.
it because
It's a huge difference between the anime and the manga. For once, I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, the anime is much better.
Mhm.
Nandemo Theme asks, what's your favorite Hashira though? For a guy who doesn't like Demon Slayer, you seem to know a lot
No, like-
about it.
He knows too much about it for someone who doesn't like it. He watches every episode religiously, but he doesn't like it.
Yeah. He's just like, if I tell bro I like it too much, then he won't listen to me about JoJo, so I'm not gonna tell him about it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
Gyu, most people like Gyu. Our mod loves Gyu Tomioka, that the Hashira. But
yeah, of course, the mod loves the sulky, quiet guy who doesn't say much but is OP. Of course.
But it's OP, yeah.
And
But
let me guess, mod is a
Audi
Sasuke
is-
fan.
yes.
Audi
Uh-huh.
is cubist painting right now.
Yeah, no, I came back.
Don't worry, my job.
I came back a couple.
My
of years.
job in this podcast is literally just clicking the button to refresh Audie's video. That's all I'm doing.
I see. And Control 9K hasn't seen Haikyuu, Random Otaku. Didn't watch season 2. Season 2, he likes Gyu. He doesn't like Gyu, he likes Rengoku. Or
I
Shino.
found Rengoku's character design to be very off-putting for some reason.
Rengoku doesn't fucking blink, okay? That dude doesn't blink. His eyes are open.
I'm
all
okay
the
with him
time,
not
like,
blinking. He just looked weird to me. Like his character design just, I don't know, it feels off. It makes me feel like,
It
ugh.
was his hair, right?
Yeah, I think it was his hair. It was
that he
too weird.
weirded out by. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he needs to blink.
Control 9K,
And-
you haven't seen Haikyuu either. What is this Control 9K? You should watch the new age stuff.
Speaking of new age, I did start watching this also. It's called Sabikui Bisco or Rust Eater Bisco. Okay, so I got in.
It's not weird at
Yeah,
all.
so I got into it thinking it would be interesting, but it's turning out to be less interesting. But I'm gonna keep watching it. So
Okay.
it's just like
That is it. That itself is like a very high compliment that Sid has given to it.
Yeah, I know.
So about Sabikui Bisco, it's based in this little world, okay,
Piscopian
Japan,
world.
where where mushrooms apparently cause a rust disease where you like your whole body rusts,
Yeah.
and eventually
Okay.
kills you or something. It's like the tree man disease from Game of
Mhm.
Thrones,
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
wood thingy, yeah, the
Mhm.
wood skin, whatever. Dragon
So-
scale, yeah.
Yeah, and there are these characters called mushroom terrorists, who launch mushrooms with arrows and spread the rust disease. to people.
That's different from the
And-
mushroom terrorists I know IRL, but yeah, go on.
Yeah. And he is one of the guys. His name is Bisco. He's called a Rust. They call him Rust Eater Bisco, and he's the one who can launch mushrooms from his arrows. I guess is the impression I got. And the character I've seen the most, if you scroll down, is this dude who has like a black eye. If you see he has a black eye for some reason, but that's
Oh.
Scroll
part of
down and
his
it's a
character
girl.
Design. Yeah, that's the dude / girl.
That's
that
a
who
dude,
looks
I
like
see.
a girl.
The girl with blue hair?
Yeah, that's a dude.
There is no black eye though. Oh, okay, that's a black eye.
Yes,
That
Oh.
is a
black
black
eye.
eye. You can see it's
Oh.
like a.
I
Black
thought it was just a
ring around
shadow,
the
some
eye,
weird
yeah.
shadow that one.
No. The thing
no,
is,
no,
he
no.
hasn't been punched or anything. It's just it's like a birthmark. I don't know. It's something. It's part of his character, and they call him Doctor Panda because of that.
Wow.
Ah, I see.
He's a doctor. His name is Doctor
What
Panda.
when he was born, instead of spanking his ass to make him cry to the doctor, just sock him in the eye or something, causing
Yeah,
a
just sock
permanent.
him in it.
Permanently make just to remind you of the pain.
Yeah, looks like it. And he basically is like this doctor who's doing mushroom research illegally to like cure patients who have the Rust disease. Something like that. He's like the
Mushroom
local
research.
doctor. Yeah, and he also works for some thugs who he helps thugs out also because they give him his mushrooms. That's the impression I got so far. And he's doing this because he has a sister who is on the next image, who is like
Rusted as fuck.
Rust disease, yeah, rusted as fuck, suffering, but she
Oh.
like She's like this vigilante who goes out to kill mushroom terrorists in the night because of what they did to her.
Hold
kind
on.
of character.
Why does the sister look
Yeah.
more like a guy and the brother look more like a girl? What is going on?
For the sister, yeah.
Okay.
Weird gender bending theme that's going on here, but
Yeah, quite gender bending. But yeah,
I mean,
basically
the only bending that's going on is the pixels on your screen right now. But anyway,
yes, I know.
So far, that's what I wanted in that area.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
And he's being
and
hunted by other terrorist hunters.
being hunted by
Or
like the government
not-
of that place. They're trying to
Oh.
get rid of these mushroom terrorists.
Who?
I still don't know a lot about the world. I'm still trying to figure it out, but it seems quite weird, with the whole concept of these mushrooms causing rust problems and stuff. So yeah, I don't know about it.
Who's the dude with fucking temple prayers on his face?
I think he's also one of the mushroom terrorists. Identity yet, but he's pretending to be a monk to escape.
Oh,
That area where the city basically do
man,
escape.
I was spot
It's
on
like
with the fucking
prison.
prayers on his face thing.
Yeah.
Huh.
And he's carrying a cart of like dead bodies for some reason. I don't know why.
yes, as you do.
Mark
But
of
yeah,
a true
Makes
killer,
sense.
yes.
Very weird. It just came out this season. I think we talked about it in our winter anime. Let probably gonna drop it, but just wanted to let if any. I don't know if you guys have like anyone in the chat has seen it or not.
Yeah,
or what
let
you
us
think
know if
about
you've
it,
seen
'cause-
this and
but
tell
this
us
is the
your
first time
thoughts.
Yeah.
I came across Sabikui Bisco.
So Random Otaku says Audi is lagging. Hey, he's on 2G, okay, please.
Yes. I don't know why I'm lagging so much.
He doesn't have a 3G
Did I
capable phone
lag?
yet. It's not out in the area he lives in.
Did I lag like this before?
No.
Right? I don't know.
Sorry,
My
I can't
internet is
hear
just
you
being
because you're
ass.
lagging.
I don't know if
What
you're
did you say?
joking or
No,
not.
I'm not joking. I couldn't hear you.
He is.
No, I legit can't hear. What?
You can't hear him?
His voice died in the middle for me.
Oh, okay.
No, like I'm just saying my internet might just be is probably just being ass right now. I don't know why it's suddenly lagging on.
Are you sure
Like
it's a
today,
router
apologies.
next to your laptop and not like a random dabba that you think is a router?
No, it is a router. I am pretty sure it's a router, yes.
Okay, after this podcast, before we start playing Dota, let me just try to diagnose a little bit about why it's so bad if it's right next to your laptop. Anyway,
Yes.
You should charge him for that $100 an hour.
if I started charging people
don't
for
have-
helping them with technology, I would be the richest man on earth, okay?
And most money would come from Sid.
Sid, Mod, you, everybody, like you guys.
If he starts charging, I ain't asking him for shit.
Yeah, see, the thing is, like, what I can help Sid with, he can do it. Just take him a long time.
Yeah, basically. It's just like I just
But
do it
when
because
Sid
I
is
don't wanna
really
do it.
busy, he really values his time, so he might just pay up. Anyway, I caught up to Dr.Stone, but not a lot has changed since I last talked about it. They're still going to space. The last few chapters, they've literally been in the rocket and they're on their way to space. Except it turns out that the rocket has a circuit board which has gone bad. It's like a fuse broke out or something and it sparked and then it lit on fire. And now they don't have a spare board because, well, they are like primitives trying to go into space. So,
Are you saying Senku isn't as pro as we thought he was?
no, Senko made a backup.
Frankly.
Senko made a backup PCB board for it, but then it's back on Earth because he thought, like, why would this of all things explode in the middle of space? And that of all things exploded in the middle of space.
Oh my god.
So they are
I'd
in quite a
imagine that the
pickle.
scientist who's I'd imagine the scientist who's kind of aiming to go to space with like wood, rocks, and sticks basically probably would want to keep a backup.
No,
of
he's
most
working with a
important
NASA
things.
scientist now.
Yeah, he's working with the NASA scientist dude. I remember that.
Oh
but
yeah,
then
okay, yeah, you caught up. I forgot.
the materials there are still primitive, right?
No,
Like,
they got a
they're
lot
all,
of pro materials. They made like a bunch of pro stuff. And they did like 100 rocket tests, and sometimes the rocket would just flop. Sometimes it would go up and explode. Sometimes it would just explode where it stood and all that. And they'd figure out things little by little by little by little by little. And then finally they went up to space. And now they petrified themselves before going to space so that they, in case something happened, they wouldn't immediately just be dead.
Yeah.
And now Senku is back, so one nice thing is that they set it up like the NASA dude set it up in such a way that Senku would revive in space earlier than the other two who are with him, so that he could have a moment to think about his adopted father and how he was. How he had gone into space and he had witnessed the Earth and all that, since it was Senku's dream to always go up in space. So that was a nice emotional moment, and I chose this photo because I don't know, it just seemed fun.
Quite emotional, this photo.
Yes.
Brings out a lot of emotions
Yes.
when you look at
It
it.
looks like he has a giant
Sure, looks
pimple
like it.
right under his nose.
Yeah. He's quite constipated.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going next.
Oh my God.
Eden
The
Zero.
defined lines, yes.
Eden Zero has been getting real fun. A couple of fun little things.
You don't have a before Eden Zero, you don't have a picture here, but what about Space Brothers? Did you update?
I thought so. I asked Audi, and Audi said he caught up to Space Brothers. So I assumed he got the picture. Except Audi turned out to be a giant
He didn't get
scammer.
Forgot about it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you didn't get shit.
My bad.
we'll talk about Space Brothers after this. I'll just go through what I finished real quick,
Yeah.
and then we can talk about general anime stuff. But anyway, Eden Zero have been getting real interesting. So Luthi, what's her name? Rebecca, I think. Rebecca, I think it's her name. Yeah.
Yes.
Rebecca, yes.
She actually has the power to wind back time, apparently. And she
He's a ultier.
not
ultier.
really. So the thing is, she basically changes the universe that they're living in. So, okay, let me try to explain this. Let's say that there's the three of us, okay? And let's say, Sid, that Audi punches you and kills you in one shot, okay? And I am like, okay,
Possible.
Sid, your video froze as you yawned. For now, it just looks like you were waiting for a dick or something. Anyway. But yeah, so let's say that Audi punches you and you die in one shot, and I'm like, oh, no, I must save Sid, and I activate the power. So we basically go to another universe, but back in time, where Audi has not punched you yet, and I have the chance to stop him from punching you.
Wait, so it's rewinding time and going to
Jumping to
parallel
a
universe both
yeah,
together.
yeah. And there are like very few people in the Eden Zero universe who can keep track of which universe they're in. And each time they jump universes, something changes. There's like one change that happens, which could be anything. So they are basically in a pickle right now because
How do you keep track of the thing that changes?
some
then?
people
If it's
like
one
they have
tiny
an
thing.
ability that is basically like omnipresence, so to speak. Like it's not omnipresence, but it's like omnivision. They can see like everything.
There are certain things in because parallel universes are different, right? So maybe things are different even though you rewind, right?
Yeah. That's what they are different, but some people can keep track of how many times it's changed. Not what has changed, but how many times it's changed. So they'll be like, okay, we're in universe 30 now. And
Oh wow.
so if you since we did an episode on this, the main guy, his name, that guy, the dude,
That guy, yes.
that guy, the dude,
the Natsugure.
the Natsugure.
Natsu, yes.
Yes. So Natsugure was raised by a robot. Okay. And the robot was said to have died a long, long time ago. It ran out of its power source and it stopped being able to function. And a lot of its core things broke. But apparently it got possessed by something. Nobody knows what. There is some evil presence. And it has now started taking over the universe and really, really wants to kill the Natsugure character. It's like, I made a mistake. I should have never taken you in. I'm going to kill you now to correct my mistake. And this guy's like, but Granddad, please don't kill me. And he's like, you bitch, you're dead. And
My God.
and since he taught him everything that he knows, the robot is like much, much stronger. He has like Imba gravity powers and wipes the floor with this dude. And the Eden Zero is actually a spaceship made by the robot that he used to travel in. And he picked up this little kid along the universe on his way back. So it comes with like 4 protectors, 4 robots that he made to protect the ship and take care of its functions and all that. So this guy was like, I don't need the Eden Zero. I made the Eden 1. And now the Eden 1 is the new spaceship he's taking along the universe
Oh, I
to...
see.
Well,
achieve his goals.
Kind of
And
beats the purpose of the manga, doesn't it? Yes.
no, but the Eden Zero is now in pursuit of him. So the Eden Zero has now gone to Natsugre, and he's
Still
in
about
pursuit,
Eden
and
Zero.
he's trying to
See?
get rid of them. He's trying to save the universe by destroying his old robot dad. If you see this person right here, this is one of the protectors, and this is another protector.
Mm,
Bro, the first that protector actually looks like Courtier, right?
Yeah, like, again, it's like we've seen most of these characters. Let's be
And like
honest.
Happy
Yeah,
and Carla and all the cats are the
yeah, just like.
Happy is probably the only.
And this
same
is basically
character.
Wendy. This is basically Wendy. This is
Yeah.
Luxus. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've
Holy
seen
shit.
most of these characters before. So yeah, it's
Nice. Mm.
that is
What's
still
the
my
whole
complaint.
thing
But
about,
Hmm.
there's like a whole argument about him rehashing characters and all that, right?
yes,
Wait, Audi knows? How do you seen Fairy Tail?
yes, he stopped. He stopped when
I
you told him to
stopped
stop.
at the tournament arc, the tournament, the tree
damn.
arc. Yeah.
Holy shit. I had no clue.
Okay.
We discussed about this. Yes.
You liked it, huh? Till that point, Audi.
Till that point. After that point, everything started going fucking straight up.
After the Elsa Jalal part, right? In
Yes,
Fairy Tail, like
yes,
you should remember it if it.
it does. It does. I am telling you, it
Probably
does.
do.
Okay.
And then we have the Get Backers.
Ah.
I finally finished it after realizing that I didn't finish it before.
I remember, yeah, you talked about not finishing
Yeah.
it in the last episode.
And,
we did.
I must
One
say-
of our most popular episodes, apparently.
Very
Link in bio.
yeah, except for
yeah.
except for Audi, because Audie's a little bitch. But yeah, so very emotional series, I must say. Very fun.
Mhm.
I learned a lot of new things. I don't know if Sid remembers most of the things that are shown in the end, but Kinji's mother
Mhm.
basically creates the Infinity Fortress, as it said, and she's part
I
of.
think I remember that.
Yeah, she's part of the brain trust group that created the whole system. And
Yeah.
Kagami, the
Oh.
dude with the mirrors, was actually a scientist who added in a lot of theory and helped them build this Infinity Fortress and made it possible for it
Yeah.
to create illusions and miracles and so on. So he got the power of Babylon City. He got to be a resident, and he got to be one of the main people there. And Babylon City is basically the world except without the Infinity Fortress. And it's supposed to be a very peaceful world. And Ginji goes there and he sees all his old friends. He sees Kazuki, he sees Makobex isn't there, but he sees Kazuki, he sees Jube, he sees I forgot this dude's name, what is his name? The Beast dude. And all of them are all living very peaceful lives, and he's like a little sad because none of them know him, and they only knew him because of the Infinity Fortress and all that.
Mhm.
And he
Yeah.
meets his
See,
mom.
Like, it's such a good concept, like based on like the Tower of Babel, right?
Yeah.
It's like the reincarnation of the world, starting
Yeah.
new and make it better and whatnot. And the way they've put it in this manga with like these.
Babel was supposed to be like the world's knowledge was supposed to be stored in there or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, languages.
Yeah,
and
that's what it is. The
everything,
brain
What
trust
you're
comes
saying-
together with
what
the
you're
Tower
saying
of.
sounds a lot like
No, that is also like the reference to it. The Tower of Babel.
No,
was supposed to be
that
like,
is that it does hold knowledge. They literally bring everybody, all the greatest from all the fields. They bring scientists, they bring doctors, they bring artists, they bring musicians, they bring everybody, and they all come together to create Babylon City as the perfect universe. And that is because Ginji's mom loses Ginji and she thinks he's dead, so she creates she creates Babylon City as a place for Ginji to rest eternally. And he meets her over there, and she explains the whole thing. And turns out that Kagami and Akabane are transcendent creatures. Okay, they are basically
But they've already reached heaven.
no, they're basically Babylon City residents who can go out of Babylon City to mess with the outside world. And
Okay.
it turns out that Akabane was actually a doctor, a surgeon, who was very, very interested in saving human lives.
makes sense.
And unfortunately for him, a child died in his arms, and he wasn't able to save him with surgery. So he said, I will kill everybody who ever did stuff like this to children. And he got reincarnated as Akabane in the Ginji's world, and he came out with that murderous intent, wanting to kill everybody. I know, right?
As Nandemo says, damn nice.
Babylon City also somewhat sounds like Elysium. It's like a fucking, you say it's a paradise where,
Yeah, it's a
everyone's
paradise.
kind of
Everybody
living out
happy.
their best lives over there.
I mean, I don't.
So
Everybody
Ginji's mom
happy.
is
I mean, like the main
top
people are
dog.
happy. There's
She's
still
the one who runs the whole.
No, she's part of the brain trust. There are a lot of other people who do things other than her. I mean, there is poverty and there are people dying and all that clearly because Akabane loses a child in his arms. But it's still
Course,
like
yeah, there are like 3-4 levels. Over there,
much more
obviously,
peaceful
yeah.
than the ordinary world, at least. And
people do think like our world will turn into something like that because like with the way people are like coming together and the internet and borders and stuff, in the end people will all speak one language and live in one big area and all that.
Eventually,
That's one of the theories.
and follow
right? Yeah.
Bruism.
People like Tekong Kinkret situation,
Yeah. Yeah.
fucking Arabic signs all over, Hindi signs in another
One-
corner.
Shall we call Bruism? For John on Discord to follow Bruism.
Bruism.
Anyway,
I hope
Yes.
I'm dead. I hope I'm
No.
dead before that. That's
you
all
will
I want.
be the figurehead of Bruism.
Bro, that's the biggest insult in my life. How can you say something?
Either live with
Audi, I give
either
it to
live with
you.
the insult or lose
Audi,
your
I give
limbs.
my
No, you
title
should keep
to
it, Sid.
you.
You should keep it.
Huh?
You will keep it,
You
Sid.
don't have a choice, Audi. It's yours.
Artsy Shaxi says Indians in a very surprised manner.
Apparently, I don't know who is yeah, so
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Are you being racist? Do you really think we're
It burns
Indians
your
just
tongue
based
with
on
your
how we look and how we talk? I will have you known Sid is from Kazakhstan.
hey, right now I'm in Azerbaijan.
Okay, Sid is from Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
It's interchanging, Sid's location changes every now and then.
I am from Babylon City, where they practice Bruism. Anyway,
Yes.
turns out that
Babylon City. Right.
turns
And
out that
Audi is in
the
a-
yeah.
Apparently.
So Ban's so basically Ginji and Ban are the third generation of Get Backers. Nothing is known about the second generation of Get Backers, but the first generation was actually Ban's dad, who's German, and Paul, the cafe owner.
What?
Yeah.
Paul?
The cafe owner, the
Oh.
dude with the dark glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically
Holy
they
shit.
both
You
went
know what? That
to
explains why the fuck he has like a gigantic in the garage over there, Like he just opens a door at the bottom floor, like, yep, supercomputer. Fucking hell.
yeah, that is just one computer though, so it's not like it's anyway. So Paul and Ban's dad basically went to Beltline, the middle part of the Infinity Fortress, which Ginji wasn't able to get into. And they tried to fight and get into Babylon City to figure out what this was about. And they were unsuccessful. So when trying to escape, Paul escapes, but Ban's dad stops and says, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to take care of shit over here. We'll figure out what to do later. And Ban's dad becomes the ruler of Beltline. And he has the power of the witch inside him. So Ban's grandmother was supposed to be the last living witch. And he has the blood of the witch with him. So he can use like some freaky powers. And Ban defeats him and he passes on his powers to Ban in the end.
Okay, eye power and
the eye thing has been explained from the start that it was a witch power, but Ban's dad also has like some fancy ass powers. They go into a lot of philosophy and like real world science at the same time because they're talking about science and then I'm like, I don't understand shit. Okay, they're talking about like some they're like, okay, light particles reflect like this. They're like, this poison works like this from this animal. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And the next thing they're like, yes, so do you really think that people should sit on Babylon City and rule over other? I'm like, now this is my face, yes.
This is my
It's simple diplomacy that gets you right. Huh?
Yeah, but in the end, they like dumb down the science just to make like this stupid reference where Kagami is like, my predictions are all right. How could this be wrong? There is only one flaw. It is Gamma Beta. Wait, GB, get back. I was like, okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. Like, now you don't sound smart with the science stuff,
that's
okay?
quite- yeah. That's a reach.
Oh man.
But yeah.
Artsy asks, it's rare to see Indians on live stream. And Fat Daddy Booty Magic asks, so where did the founding titan come from?
We'll talk about.
Mama.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Hey, it was right there. They asked for.
We will
Okay,
talk. We will
but,
talk about Attack on Titan in just a while. But yeah, that's Get Backers was very, very fun. I enjoyed the ending thoroughly. It was very fun reading about these guys doing more shit. I
Mhm.
only wish the anime continued and we got more fun stuff to watch.
Yeah, there were only 2 seasons, right? As
One
far as
season.
I remember that we saw. One. Oh yeah, it had 2 parts then
No,
or something.
one
like that.
season.
One season. No, it probably had 2 parts. I remember that seeing like 2 intros.
Yeah, because the opening changes, right? So that's the
I-
new
I-
part for
guys, I shit you not, my blind dog is taking apart my folded blanket and trying to wrap himself in it.
Well,
Is he
it's not
really
the
blind?
first time he's done it, you know.
What a fucking, oh my god. Okay, anyway.
He just has pink eyeballs, bro. He's not blind.
Yes.
But yeah, so lot of
skin
fun
over.
characters, lot of cool stuff, and Get Backers must watch. Don't be like Audi.
Definitely recommend. Please watch Get Backers. For those who haven't seen, including Random Otaku, watch that shit. You'll love it.
Yes, you will absolutely love it.
What's this image?
Okay,
This looks like reject Konosuba to me.
it is an isekai. It's one of the isekai you told me to read. Actually, I caught up to it, and okay, wait. Random Otaku is replying to the guy on Reddit. The founding titan came from when the Ymir fell into the water in the tree. There was a weird spine creature that did something. Okay, I will watch. Yeah, we'll go into Attack on Titan. It's boring stuff. But yeah, so this is the Villainess manga. My other life as a villainess. I did not like it too much, but I still read it. It became like okay, fun, like very time pass, very, very like if you're bored out of your mind and you have nothing to do, you can read this. So basically,
because of the story, or was it not? It was still entertaining. That's
it was fine pass. It was like whatever. I'm like okay, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. I'll accept the bullshit you throw my way. But
it's like a Salman Khan movie.
Yeah. Except I wouldn't watch a Salman Khan movie.
To watch a Salman Khan movie. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, this woman is basically playing a game. She's playing a love game, and the villainess is called Katrina, and she becomes Katrina in the game basically, and she has to live her life. Except she knows, because she's played the game, that Katrina only gets bad endings because she keeps interrupting other people's love lives. So her entire focus is on how to make sure that she can live a normal life and not, get killed or get exiled or something like that. And as a backup plan, she learns how to plant vegetables and fruits. So she's like, if I get exiled, I will become a farmer and start my own farm.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, and everyone is like, you're a daughter of a noble. You're not supposed to be doing this shit. Can you not? Like, can you chill? And then it ends up that she acts. So in an attempt to make sure that everybody likes her, she goes and like cucks people because so when one guy is supposed to come and save a woman, she saves the woman instead because she's like, I can't let this woman get into trouble. And in the end, everyone falls in love with her, and she's like oblivious. All the women are like, oh, I love you so much. She's like, they're such good friends. I'm like, oh, god damn it. Really? But yeah.
So she ends up becoming like a hero.
Yeah, she ends up becoming the main hero, yeah.
And Motaku said he's read a webtoon that's called with the same name. Time was reincarnated as a villainess.
Was the anime based on that?
This is my alternate life as a villainess or something like that. I don't know if it's the same thing, but
this one I assume, as like all isekais, is a light novel.
Yeah, it must be a light novel. Yeah. And speaking of isekai, Tensei Slime. Yeah. Go on. Audi is completely frozen for me. I can't see or hear anything.
This cartoon I needed is like surprised.
Surprised, yes.
Apparently.
Yes.
And somebody global. Oh, that's just question mark? What? Why is it showing us question mark for me? Anyway.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Never mind. It was beware of the villainess. I liked it. Is what I know.
Yeah, and then we have Tensei Slime. Okay, this is my second favorite isekai. Okay, Konosuba is always going to be my favorite, okay?
Yeah. Before this, are you going to read that Jobless Reincarnation?
Yeah, I am going to read that as well.
Okay.
I'm
yeah,
caught up with another manga that I'm going to talk about, but I have only 200 chapters left for that, so hopefully I'll be over soon.
You know what? Let's read that. Let's do that together. I'll also watch it.
What? The Jobless Reincarnation?
Mushoku Tensei.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's do that
Oh.
next week.
It's
Done.
it's supposed to be like
Mushoku Tensei.
it's supposed to be like a fun. Not next week. Next to next week. I still have to finish my manga.
What?
How large is it?
I don't
Okay,
know.
next.
But anyway, Tensei Slime, very fun. So basically, Rimuru, the slime, ends up. So
Mhm.
so Rimuru makes like a village for trading. Okay, monster village that trades with human villages. And some people are really pissed off about that. So they launch like an all-out war attack on this, trying to seize all their resources and be like, "Oh, monster land should die." And Rimuru has like this little. So you know how Isekai have like a game system, and only the Isekai person can access the game system.
Yeah,
So
like
Rimuru
the
has this
mental
great
inventory.
stage. Okay, and the great stage is like, if you kill 10,000 people, you will become a demon lord. And Rimuru is like, huge army in front of me. Do I want to kill these people? And then Rimuru looks down and sees that his favorite people in his village have been killed. Goes on a rampage, kills 10,000 people, becomes demon lord, and the entire world is changed because of that. Because they're like, motherfucker, somebody just became a demon lord. Raise the alarms, demon lord alert, demon lord alert.
Kosuba type
Yeah.
thing, the way it is described.
And the dragon you see in the picture is actually Valdora, the dragon of thunder and storm, which has been sealed away in a cave. But unfortunately for this world, Rimuru was born in that cave. He was reincarnated in that cave. So he allows the dragon to escape, but he's sealed inside Rimuru's body. Okay? So he manages to get him out after a point once his power is built up. And this guy basically takes on a human form and goes into a council of demon lords, and everyone is like, "Is that freaking Valdora? Is that dude just coming here and staring at us? What the fuck is going
Oh
on?"
my god.
It becomes real fun. Rimuru very
next level twist.
Rimuru very OP,
Yeah,
Valdora very OP.
Sounds like fun.
It's
Yeah, Ranamadaku says he liked the slimy Isekai.
yeah, Slime Isekai very fun. I still haven't completed
Rank
Jobless
says-
Reincarnations
yeah.
as concluded. Okay, it's on
On
YouTube.
YouTube.
24.
No, we only watch it on Crunchyroll.
Only
I'm
Crunchyroll, sorry,
we do
yeah.
not endorse.
Yes, Crunchyroll best roll.
Yes.
Yes.
And then Kaiji.
Kaiji.
And you
it's
read
been a
Kaiji,
while.
holy shit.
I fully caught up to the latest one. So you guys,
You read all 8?
all 7.
There are 7,
Yeah.
Oh,
not
7,
8.
okay.
It's
I
still
don't remember.
ongoing,
It's still ongoing.
and
Oh,
that
damn.
boy has been writing for years.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Okay. So this to explain what goes on in this part, I need to go back 3 parts. Okay. You remember the one I told you about, the really complicated game that I couldn't follow at all? Yeah, the really the twist mahjong they had with like whatever it was called.
Yeah, they're like...
Yeah. So basically, Kaiji borrows money from the old dude's grandson, okay, old dude's son, whatever, and he claims that he has a lot of money left with his like servant or whatever, but he's somewhere else and he can't give it to him right now. So he takes like a huge gamble, manages to win like a lot of money, okay. And this guy's son, the old dude's son, is like, holy shit, I want to play against you now. We're going to play poker, and it's like a 1-step poker, one something poker, or just one poker, something like that.
Oh, the one you have one card and whoever has
Yeah.
the highest. Okay.
So basically, their version of one poker is very different. But before that, he's like, I want to show you a fun experiment. So he gets the 2 guys behind Kaiji over here. Okay, they are from the Philippines and somewhere else. They've lived like shit poor lives. They've been cursed. They consider themselves cursed because they've only been surrounded by misery, debt, and poverty all the time. And they get one more guy who took them in and gave them a job. And he makes them play a game.
Are those helmets or afros?
Yeah, those are helmets. So he makes them play a game. Okay, each of them has to wear the helmet, and it's a complicated game. I'm not going to explain it right now. But basically, the dude who took them in betrays them and tries to get them killed. And I'm just going to call him Young Master because that's what everyone calls him in the manga. The Young Master, the son of the dude, is like, if you pay 7 million right now, you can save them. Here's the code. So Kaiji is like, I cannot let 2 people die in front of me. Here, 7 million. Fuck it. I'm just done. Like, take it. I don't
Oh my
care.
god. Kaiji is loaded right now.
Yeah,
right?
Kaiji is loaded, but okay, he won like some 200 million or something. Okay,
Yeah.
Kaiji was like, adrenaline flowing through my body. You and I won poker right now. Let's go, pig. Let's go right now. And they both are sitting opposite each other. Okay, as each one loses, the table moves backwards, and if someone loses their last amount of money, the chair basically falls off the platform they're on, and they fall to their death.
Holy shit.
So Kaiji almost falls to his death, but because these two are here, they're like, yo, use our lives as a chip, as one 200 million chip. And Kaiji somehow manages to turn it around. There's a lot of fuckery that happens, a lot of cheating that happens from both sides. In the end, Kaiji wins 1 billion yen.
Oh,
And
that's a fucking hefty.
yeah,
sum.
but the thing is, the other guy is like the son of the head of Tensei. What? No, not Tensei. What is it called? Tei.
The company.
Tei. So if they take the 1 billion and that guy dies, they are absolutely fucked. So they somehow save his life. Okay, they manage to stop him from dying. They take the money and they fucking bolt. They run the fuck away. And the 7th part, there is no gambling. No gambling at all.
No gambling.
It's only about how Kaiji and these two guys manage to escape Tei each time. So there are mind games.
So they're just on the run.
There are a lot of mind games. Okay, because he has to trick them. He has to go into his house, which they have. Like he has to go into his mother's house where his passport is, and where he has his. Apparently, in Japan, you need like a license to show that you can buy a house or something like that, and you have your personal stamp that each person has. So he has to get all those from his mother's house, and the gambling organization has it under watch. So he has to go in, get it out, and then.
It's like Death Note level shit.
Yeah, a lot of shit happens. They're chasing them everywhere, and these guys are going in a camper van, and they give up by luck, they meet like these other campers, and one of them is a real estate agent, and he helps them get a house even though they don't have the necessary papers. So they're living in a house, and now everyone is looking for a camping van, but they're actually chilling in a house nicely.
Man, and you know what? I expected some like over the top fucking Ocean's 13 sort of heist into the mom's house,
So not Kaiji.
because that's what they basically showed. Hey, no, in like the third volume they showed like what for the bog, the fucking pachinko machine.
Yeah, the
They
pachinko
showed
machine was a
them do
little
some
too
real
much.
crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like, they tilted the fucking
tilting
building. They like
building,
dug the foundation out and shit. Fucking waited on one side and then made sure it fucking tilted at like some angle or something. Like goddamn, I expected them to do like fucking burrow into the house from underneath and then collect the passport and out.
No, this is
Since he's not gambling, it seems like it's coming to an end.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. So what happens is one of these guys, right? They've split the money. Okay, Kaiji is like, listen, guys, if you guys didn't risk your lives, I would have died. So I'm going to equally distribute the money. So they're like nicely chilling at home. They're ordering takeout every day. Like, they're getting like Chinese food, Japanese food, Korean food, and all that.
Good shit.
And so there's even like this funny side story that happens where they put out a temporary nameplate so that their passports and their bank cards can be given to them. And an old woman comes up and she's like, "Who are these new people? How come they don't even come and greet their neighbors? How rude!" And then she comes back the next day and they change the nameplate so that it's not their original name and they can use it for takeout under a fake name. And she's like, holy shit, this couple is fighting. They don't know whose last name to use. Oh my God, I hope they're okay. And then it keeps changing again and again and again and again and again. And she gets increasingly pissed off that this couple is like fighting about some random shit. And they're so busy about, fighting that they don't even come and greet this old woman. It shows a little bit of Japanese culture there. But anyway, so...
Yeah, that's something away in Japan. Like, when you move into a new place, you're supposed to like greet your neighbors.
And get a gift also, yeah.
Around you, and give them gifts.
Yeah, so
it's like Asian tradition in general.
The dude on the right
one
of
does
the...
it here in India,
No,
but most people
does
don't
it
even
here.
know their fucking neighbors, dude.
Yeah.
Come on. But yeah.
So the dude on the right, behind Kaiji, our right, he basically remembers his mother, okay? He's suddenly filled with like nostalgia. He's like, my poor mother has been struggling over there. She's sick also. She doesn't get food. I feel so bad. And then he goes into this mall and he decides to start buying like all kinds of fancy crap for her. and the dude who betrayed them identifies him and reports him to Tei, and now they surround him in the mall. Okay,
Oh.
and suddenly he disappears. So it turns out he randomly overheard one conversation of them waiting to catch him, and he rushes into the women's bathroom so nobody can find him. And he's just sitting there, and so right now the chapter is like he calls Kaiji. He's like, "Listen, I'm surrounded. Get out! Like, they're going to torture me. I'm going to reveal the location of the house. Take the money and run right now." And Kaiji's like, "Fuck! I have to get this guy out somehow. Holy shit!" I'm like,
Man.
I'm like skipping a lot of details. They say they store the money in different places. They put money into the bank. They take it out with debit cards.
But
All
it's
sorts of
quite
stuff.
exciting.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Even with the vague details, it just sounds like such a fun story to follow.
Squid Game.
I know, right?
Shit. Yeah.
Screw Squid Game.
Squid Game ended on
PSA.
him taking the money and then deciding, no, I will not use that money.
Yeah.
Man, fuck that. I'll just go kill the guy. Apparently,
Yeah, check out
the
this
guy
shit.
he never
This
ever
shit is
saw.
good. Yeah.
It's very fun.
Uzumaki and Naruto 128 on Reddit said Crunchyroll sucks in India.
Shh, we know.
And yes.
But yeah, if you guys can like catch up to Kaiji, really fun.
Yes.
Okay, what do we have? We have Attack on Titan last. Okay, before Attack on Titan, I'm going to talk a little bit about.
Right. Before we get into that, Kaiji only like okay, so like for the last 6 parts before the 7th part, it's all like various unique games that Kaiji plays.
Yeah,
or is it like
it's all various
still
gambling.
developing into the whole Tei?
No, it's all gambling stuff. Only the last one is about them
No,
escaping.
because you mentioned the old dude's son of all things, and I was like, God damn, they're introducing new relations into the Tei corporation. I'm like, God.
Yeah.
They
The
must be
old dude's
branching
son,
out and shit.
and so the old dude's son playing games with the 2 guys behind Kaiji and the 3rd guy. That is the 4th or 5th part, and then One Poker is the 6th part, and now is the 7th part.
God damn.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun. Actually, it does sound like fun.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, yeah.
But yeah.
I want to talk about
Attack
this
on Titan.
Chinese comic. No. First, I want to talk about this
Yep.
Chinese comic.
Oh.
I'm in.
You've been reading it for a while, I remember.
Yeah, I'm in love with it. Yeah, it's a 1,946 chapters or something. I have not
Well,
completed
I
it.
thought you did.
No, I told you won't like it that much.
Okay. No, but you said you didn't like a few basic like concepts and things they were doing or something.
No, I said I liked the concepts they were doing.
Oh, okay.
I said
Oh
you.
yeah, I remembered. It's the similarity
No,
with
yeah.
solo leveling that
Yeah.
you were talking about.
Okay, so basically, it's called Martial Peak. Okay, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but if you haven't, I would definitely recommend checking it out if you like OP as fuck characters, or if you like really imaginative things in anime and manga. So basically, it's Chinese. Firstly, I must say it's all in color, so that might be a good thing for you, but the drawings are not
Yeah.
great. Okay, they're not great. I will be upfront
It's not
about
good.
it.
Okay.
Drawings are not
Okay,
great.
that's why I won't like it.
Yeah, that's why Sid won't like it.
Okay.
Okay.
It's Attack on Titan level.
No. It's a very different style, but it's just that when sometimes in fights it looks like some child has done it because like the sword goes like this and then the guy is like this far away from the sword and somehow gets cut. It looks weird. Okay, the
So, like,
drawings
depth
aren't the
and all
best.
That is a bit lost.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
but everything is in color, which I appreciate greatly because even if the drawing is not good, the poor guy has to color the whole thing each week and put it out. That's pretty
Yeah.
impressive. And the second thing is he has got so many ideas. I'm so inspired by the fiction in this manga. It is not even funny.
Mm.
Okay, see, I will tell you a few things. Like he has a soul warming
By the way,
lotus. Yeah.
Brew, like I met Brew yesterday, Audi, and
Yeah.
the whole time he was just.
Yeah. I'm
quoting,
going
like,
to
you know-
don't say it. I'm coming to that. It's a part of it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, there's a soul warming lotus. Okay, and I was like, okay, is this a random thing that this guy's put in? So it
Yeah.
starts off in 5 colors, and it helps him cultivate his soul and make it stronger. Okay, but the more world energy he absorbs, the stronger the lotus gets, and then it becomes 6 colors, and then it becomes 7 colors, and then it can grow even further and give more benefits to him.
And he becomes Captain Planet.
No, that's the thing. This soul warming lotus is supposed to be a very rare treasure, and nobody even knows that he has it. So when
Oh.
people try to attack spiritually, he's like, "Bitch, come at me! I have a soul warming lotus," and he absorbs their spirituality and their all their powers using the lotus. So they're all like, this guy, he's a weak ass guy. Let me just go kill him. And he's like, aha, soul warming lotus. And
My God.
Yeah, like similar to fucking soul leveling. Everyone just thinks he's like a
Yeah,
C rank.
that's exactly the same.
Yeah.
And he also gets this weird
Mhm.
black book, and this golden skeleton gets imbued in his spirit, okay? And it turns out that this golden skeleton is basically a demon lord, okay? And it gives him an eye, okay? It gives him an eye in his spiritual world. It's called his knowledge sea. They call it the knowledge sea. It gives him this eye. So basically, anyone he gets into his knowledge sea. So if you try to attack someone using your spirituality in this, you go into their knowledge sea, okay? So he tricks people into doing that. He's like, oh no, don't attack my spirit, don't attack my brain. No, I am too weak, sorry. And they're like, ha ha ha, I got you. And they attack him. And he has this demon eye of annihilation, which immediately purifies them and makes them pure energy that he can then absorb, including their skills. So he basically gibates people into attacking him with their strongest power and then absorbs everything that they have.
Holy shit.
So he's basically a fucking cheese strat player.
Yeah,
He just
it is
one fucking
insane.
strategy.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. He has a lot of strategies, but this is just one of them.
The main one is like, oh no, look at me, I'm so weak. Oh no, so vulnerable, and then GG.
Yeah, and also
That's right.
there are like a ton of different ideas. Okay, there's this dragon and phoenix thing, which is basically sex with another person. But one person is the dragon, the other person is a phoenix, and the more they cultivate together, like the non-sexual cultivation, the better they both get, and then they have sex, and then they get even better at it.
It's like the Hell's Paradise kind of shit. The Taoism, Taoist influence.
And like other fun stuff, like for example, he has a fire attribute, okay, but he also has demon chi in his body. So he combines his normal chi with his demon chi to create black fire, which is unheard of anywhere in this thing. And he gets stuff like an immortal tree sapling, which he plants inside a little world.
My God, this guy.
So they have sealed worlds, okay? It's like this little bead that he carries around. It's a sealed world. So he can go into it. He can plant whatever he wants in it. He can absorb energy from other worlds into it. He can put in artifacts. He can put in all kinds of cool shit. And he also...
Wait, random he has, what's the name? It's called Marshall
Peak,
right,
yeah.
Bro? Yeah. Continue. Sorry.
So this guy also learns alchemy along the way, so he can make like pills that can do different things. Like some can increase your. So they have to cultivate. Okay, they have to cultivate their bodies and minds, and they can go to different levels of power. So he has pills that can help you get to the next level. He has pills that can help you purify your chi. Pills that can help you, basically cleanse your body of all impurities, stuff like that.
Yeah, so like a game, like healing items.
Yeah, exactly.
Items and stuff.
But each one is like different. Each one is unique. Each one is well thought of. Each one is like so imaginative. I was like, holy shit, this is like so fucking cool. And he has like...
So it's not stuff you've seen in
No, it's not like that at all.
Okay.
Like there are these jade tokens that they have in one thing, for example. So the jade tokens are made by this one specific guy. And to go into his specific world, if you don't have a jade token, you are immediately vaporized.
Oh, damn.
And then there are other things. Yeah, it's a pass. But then there are jade tokens. And then there's this one dude who's supposed to be like one emperor level guy who's like really immature. So he has like a beggar on one side and like a prostitute on the other side with her boobs coming out as a token. He uses that to get into different places.
I see. Interesting.
And the best part of it is it's Chinese and it has a lot of Chinese proverbs. Okay, I'm going to tell you a couple of them.
He's been saying that shit to me all day yesterday. You were saying that shit to me.
Okay, the first one is even mosquito meat is meat, which means that no matter what it is, take it. It's like even that is meat, so you can still use it. Okay.
Not for Audi.
And then there is, and then they always say you court death, which means you are playing with fire.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they have playing the pig to eat the tiger, which means you act like you're very weak or you act very unsuspicious until it's time for you to actually strike and you be a tiger and you grab whatever you want.
That one, actually.
Play
I like
the
that
pig
one,
to
actually.
eat the tiger. God damn.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Right? I like that one.
And then there was Sun Tzu quote.
Traipsing around as like an old Chinese man, like
Yes.
Chinese sage.
And there's this one. It is don't refuse a toast to be forced to drink a forfeit, which is basically if somebody gives you an offer, don't refuse it just for them to pummel you in the face. And it's always the same damn thing. Okay, it's like this. It starts off like this. Okay, this young guy. That's the name of this guy. He's like sitting in some mysterious place with a lot of world aura, and he's like, "Oh no, I have gotten my harvest is not great, but mosquito meat is still meat." And then one guy comes. He's like, "Dear friend, what do you have over there? Would you hand it over to me?" And then this guy's like, "No, of course I'm not going to hand it over to you. Fuck you." And like, who even are you? Like, I'm part of this sect, and I am part of the flying temple sect, which can do this and that and this and that. If you know what's good for you, you will hand it over right away. And the young guy is like, "No, I'm not going to hand it over. If you think you have the capabilities, come and take it." And this guy's like, "Oh, don't refuse a toast to be forced to drink a forfeit." And then he comes running at him. They fight. Okay, Yankai beats the shit out of him. And this guy's like about to die. And he's like, he's been playing the pig to eat the tiger. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm enjoying the shit out of myself with this stuff.
Fucking hell, dude. I heard that at least like 100 times yesterday. But I do.
Oh my god.
That's nice.
That should be the name of Audi's biography.
I'm not
Play the pig to eat the. Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm not even kidding. Like the amount of stuff that goes around in here. And yeah, but going back to like the most serious stuff, they have like they have a lake where monsters can achieve human forms if they cultivate over there for a certain amount of time. They have a specific lake for the specific family which helps people boost their power greatly, but only they're given access only during certain times, during a certain event which goes on in the world. And then they have different sects which all participate in different things. They have people who can perform alchemy. This guy figures out the mysteries of space, so he can use space travel. So basically what he can do is he can just rip open a corridor in space and he can travel to different places. So it's like some really fun stuff that they have. There are a lot of fun names. It's like there's stuff with jade, there's stuff with zinc, there's stuff with this herb and that fruit, the tribunal fruit and the multicolored blah 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 whatever. It's like a lot of
Chinese mythology.
A lot of it. Dragons everywhere. There's a specific island of dragons that they haven't gone to yet, but apparently even going close to the island can kill a human because the dragon pressure that comes out of it.
Wow, that's
The
like
dragon
Pokemon,
pressure?
dude. Like, you know, like Pokemon, they're applying Rayquaza and stuff.
Yeah,
applying
basically.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so dragon pressure, there's emperor pressure, okay, and then there is you have different types of chi as well. So you develop like standard
supposed to be
chi.
the Monkey King?
What?
Is he supposed to be like the Monkey King? Okay.
So you have like normal chi, and then afterwards, when you reach a certain level, you get saint chi, and then after you go beyond the saint chi, you get source chi, and then after that you get emperor chi. So it like keeps going up in level, and then you have artifacts that are like saint grade, saint king grade, origin grade, emperor grade. All that. It's like insane. Like the amount of things.
So a lot of influence from
a lot of influence and a lot of creativity. That's what I love about it. A lot of creativity. The weapons they have, the skills they have. Like he has one skill. Okay, like this one dude, he apparently trained in like an evil skill, and what he does is he grabs a guy's face and he sucks the vitality out of him completely. So this old man becomes like young in like 10 seconds because he goes around sucking vitality out of people in a prison.
Oh damn.
So there's a lot.
Interesting, yeah. Check it out, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff like that.
Somewhere before, but yes.
What you've seen?
A lot of cool stuff.
I've seen that ability somewhere before. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
I feel like I know where I've seen it, but I don't want to mention it. But it's fine.
Okay, that's weird.
Dark Souls.
Yes, Dark Souls.
And yeah, but even like the woman behind him is the one he cultivates with.
I see.
Okay.
And then he has there's an alchemist that he has who is also in love with him. And there's this like chamber of commerce. It's supposed to be like I forgot the name of it, but it's supposed to be one of the biggest in that star field that they're in. And they have a daughter, but she's so accomplished in the space that her father brings her up as a son, because he's like, I can't show that a woman is being like this good in this field. because
I see.
China, they don't want women to be shown that
course,
way.
yeah.
Even in
Yes.
this make believe world with all sorts of depth and all that.
Yeah. So
Yes.
so her father gets like a heavenly grade artifact to conceal her boobs and make it look like she's a man.
Right. Fucking effort.
Yeah, and then
Went through a lot of effort to make sure.
yeah, and then they have like, so there's this demon queen, okay, and she's like really OP, okay, but she like because of a lot of circumstances, these two fall in love, okay. But what happens is she is descended from people who are a part of the Saint Spider something something, okay. So basically, her ancestor went into a spider's den, huge spider's den, okay, and she got bit by the spider, but she didn't die. She managed to survive, but her body basically became poison. Her blood became poison. All her everything excreted from her body became poison. So it started a tradition where the person would have sex with a man, okay, but because of the secretions being poisonous, the man would die due to poison.
Black Widow style.
Yeah, and then they would give birth to another daughter who would go on to kill another man, and it would keep going on like that.
My God.
And then they have to figure out how to fix that shit, and they have to figure out. There's just a lot of fun stuff. Like I can't recommend it enough. But it's like but it's like almost 2,000 chapters, so I'm pretty sure people are going to be very.
That's a lot. It'll take years. My God, Nandemo Theme is dying to move on to AOT. He's very excited. He's messy. Like, bro, please move on. I have to do homework, bro. Please move. Check out Marshall Peak if you want.
Marshall Peak. Yeah, that
you
also
haven't
sounds fun.
Read any Chinese manga or what? Check it out.
You said, was it like a webtoon or was it like a regular manga at the end of the day?
It's like a manhwa. It's not a web.
It looks like a webtoon format.
Webtoons
No,
are
it's not a
usually Korean, right?
Webtoons are you have to scroll upwards. This is
Yeah, the vertical format, right.
it's not a webtoon. It's a manhwa. My water bottle is
Proper
all
Chinese
missing.
manga.
Now we talk about something that everybody but nobody has been waiting for.
Okay, and we can end pretty quickly after this because I don't give a shit. Attack on Titan,
so the people
new
who
episode
care.
out. Attack on Titan. Okay, so basically, we find out Erin's powers, Grisha's powers, and what's going on in their brains. Oh my god! Okay, let me see if I remember this right. So basically, Grisha has the power of the Attack Titan and some other Titan. I forgot which fucking Titan's power he has.
Colossus Titan.
No, I forgot. Which Titan can see through? Yeah, it's the Attack Titan. Okay, cool. So he basically gets the Attack Titan, and he has it in him, and he's from Marley, but he goes to Eldia basically, and he basically he's sent there by another dude named Erin, who is his savior, and he's the one who gave him the Attack Titan in the first place. So basically, yeah, that guy's named Erin Kruger, and then this guy names Erin after Erin Kruger. And the guy named Zeke is also the son of Grisha. So Grisha is the son who was raised. So Grisha raised his original son Zeke to be a part of the Eldian restorationists. But in the end, Zeke basically gives them up to the government, and the Marley kills these guys. But Grisha manages to escape with the Attack Titan as Erin Kruger saves him. And then he goes into Eldia. He gives birth to Erin, and basically, there are a lot of places where Grisha seems to be talking to nothing. And that's all explained in this episode, because it turns out that Grisha was actually talking to Erin in the future, because the Attack Titan can pass memories down or memories back.
Yeah.
I remember this. That's one of its
one of its abilities.
Yeah, you can look back into the past or you can look into the future or something.
Yeah. So basically, in the start of the series, Grisha is standing at the door, but he's looking straight, even though Erin is here. And he's like, when I come back, I will show you what's in my dungeon. And he shows a key. So it turns out he's talking to future Erin the whole time. And what happens is, because of the Attack Titan's powers, he goes and begs the founding Titan owner to stop the attack on his hometown so that his wife and kids won't die. But they refuse. So this guy doesn't know what to do. He's like, I'm going to kill you all. But then he's like, I can't kill you. I can't kill innocent children. I feel very bad. And then Eren comes up to him in his ghostly form and he sends his memories back or whatever the fuck. And he sits next to Grisha. He's like, yo, kill them. Yo, kill those bitches right now. Kill all of them. Murder the shit out of them. And this guy's like, yes, boy, let's go.
Yeah. And
Genocide is the solution. Yes.
how are people taking it? Though?
I don't know. I haven't read
Is it as you
I haven't read
predicted?
any reviews, but the
Oh,
shit
right.
hasn't hit the fan yet. It's going to hit the fan now.
Oh, it's going to hit the
Yeah,
fan.
so-
So the last
Okay.
episode is coming out.
No,
Like,
it's
or
going to
there
take
are
a while.
couple of more, like-
Yeah. So basically, Eren makes Grisha kill the founding titan and take it into him so that Eren can benefit in the future. And Grisha
Yeah.
manages to see Zeke somehow, and he's like, "Oh, Zeke, why is this old man Zeke? Why do I think he's Zeke? Mom, Zeke is a kid who died. He can't be an old man." And then he's like, "No, this is Zeke. Zeke, you must stop Eren. Please stop Eren. He made me kill this whole family, but you must stop him." Which
Kruger or Jaeger?
Jaeger. Kruger is like a not even
But
nobody
he can
cares
also
about.
talk to Kruger in the past if he wants
Technically,
to, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So Kruger is like, you must save Kruger when he saves Grisha is like, you must save Armin and Mikasa. And Grisha is like, yo, who the fuck is Armin and Mikasa? And Kruger is like, wait, I don't know, who the fuck is that? And Grisha is like, is this guy like mental or something? What the fuck? And then they it ends up like, and the thing is like, Grisha should have come. I should have been like, okay, I shall name him Eren Jaeger because Eren Kruger saved my life.
Yeah.
And then Eren comes, he's like, yo, look at this person, it's Mikasa, and look at that dude, I made friends with him, he's Armin. And Eren, Grisha must be like, mother. Okay,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Has just what? What?
So the whole idea of the power is to make him sound like this omniscient sort of person, the Attack Titan, anyways. But in the end, it just sounds like the Attack Titan is just fucking with Grisha all this while.
Yeah, but no, Grisha
He's
was
like
the
going
Attack
back in
Titan as
time,
well.
like,
That's why he could
random
get the
fucking
memories
memories.
back. So Eren basically
Ah.
eats Grisha, and that's how he becomes the Attack Titan. That's how he gets the Attack Titan. So basically, Eren is deciding the fate of everybody by going back into his dad's memories and making him commit more
Yeah.
murders. Because, why not kill a few children along the way? Like, he could have just eaten the founding titan. He could have, and he would have still gotten the powers. But Eren was like, kill all of them. That little child over there.
For the
You know
cause.
that toddler that woman is holding, kill it as well. That's very important, okay? That toddler has to
For the
die.
greater good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's for the lore.
Ah. And in the end, this guy's like, Zeke, please stop Eren. But Zeke, spoiler alert, Zeke miserably fails. Eren commits genocide. And then
Of course.
that's
Hmm.
Attack on Titan for you. Is there anything else to say?
No,
Basically-
but season 4,
So-
part 2.
Basically,
In
when
summary,
Eren touches
genocide.
when Eren touches Historia's hand or whatever the fuck her name is, he can basically see his future, or he can see what Grisha has seen through his eyes, and he's like, oh, I know what I have to do now. Genocide is the answer.
My God.
Remind me again who Historia is supposed to be, because every time I see Historia's name show up in like lower.
So
And
Historia,
He's like a very pivotal character to the whole lore.
yeah,
of,
Historia is the daughter of Rob Reese, who is supposed to have the founding titan. And then she's supposed to be like royalty. She's supposed to be like the ruler of Eldia. She's supposed to be a descendant of the person. And
okay.
so when Eren touches her hand, he gets in touch with royal blood, which is necessary to make a connection to the founding titan. The founding titan can only be activated with royal blood. And Grisha basically marries a member of royalty and gives birth to what's his name, Zeke. And that's why Zeke and Eren come together to commit the genocide plan, because they both need. So Eren has the founding titan and can't use it because he's not royalty. Zeke is royalty but doesn't have the founding titan. So they both have to come together to achieve each other's dreams. So Zeke is trying to basically neuter everybody in Eldia, because he's like, you know what, Eldians are being treated really badly, so I'm going to make sure they can never procreate again and they all die.
It's very, nice way of helping them, right?
Yeah. And
Also, in this image, Eren looks like Momo, that like creepy
My God.
character with the smile and the eyes.
God.
Looks like that, yeah. But yeah,
The fuck is Momo?
Oh, Audi hasn't seen. But yeah.
and Eren is like, Zeke, I need you to help me activate the founding titan so that I can take the millions of titans around these walls and like destroy the entire world. That way nobody can exist to stand up to me.
Sounds like a
And
plan.
the Eldians. So Eldians win the war, yay, by destroying the rest of the world.
I can't. Random Otaku says, okay,
I will
I will
have
have
nightmare.
Okay, I didn't tell you to Google it. But I wonder what will happen when they show the part we talked about in the ending. Of
I don't know,
Attack on
dude.
Titan,
I don't know. I think everyone's
I
going to be
can't-
like Isayama God again.
Spoilers, but yeah, when they talk about the head,
I don't know, dude. I think
What'll
people are
happen?
just going to be
Okay,
like Isayama
yes.
God.
you think it's gonna? You
Will
think
they
Attack on
even
Titan
show the
stock
head?
market is gonna
No,
crash?
there'll be like hashtag best romance story or something. Hashtag modern
Crash and
Romeo
fucking
and Juliet.
skyrocket. Yeah, I know, right? The
Invest
new
now.
generation of shitty Facebook memes will come from that one scene alone.
Yeah, my God.
Yeah.
As
the
as
meme-
Meta
the
or
meme market
Facebook is
will go
fucking
up.
there's
dying,
going to be
that's
at
the meme
least
that will die with.
there's going to be at least 1,000 posts where it's like find someone who holds you like Mikasa holds Eren,
Oh my god, yeah.
100%. Yeah.
and
Holy
and on
shit,
that day I
shit,
will
bro.
lose the remaining hope I have left in humanity and kill
Yeah,
myself.
just that one day, or just like that 1 or 2 days, just like shut down Reddit. Like, okay, I
No,
can just look at other things.
you
You know,
know-
like why bother with this?
You know who's winning? The people who have anime blogs right now are like, I'm telling you, with AdSense alone, they must be earning a bomb, because every single episode now, from now on at least, needs at least 20 articles explaining what the fuck is going on. So these guys are going to get so much space on the internet, so many
Yeah.
eyes on them,
Each-
because people are going to be like, hello, I watched the episode, what the fuck happened? And they're just going to get a lot of views.
Every other blog is going to milk the shit out of this opportunity. I mean, even the blog you were writing for, they were looking for like every fucking opportunity to write
Yeah, yeah.
something about Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
And now with this whole head scene happening in this final season, everyone is going to be like, yes, is this is this really?
The head, the spine, all these things will raise
Yeah.
like a lot of questions.
And
right?
now going back to the person on Reddit who asked the question, I don't even know if you're still here, but Fat Daddy Booty Magic, where did the founding titan come from? Spoilers, the founding titan comes from fuck all nowhere, where it's basically a prehistoric creature, or so it is implied, that basically attaches itself onto Ymir's spine. And it's like, I give you titan power now, you big titan, boom. And then Ymir's kids are like, what would be great if we ate mom and we got her powers. And so they eat her body and they get different powers. And then the titans are divided into 7 or 8 or whatever the fuck they are. I don't even give a shit anymore. I can't wait for the last
The
episode
numbers,
to come out so that the world can just get past Attack on Titan and it can be forgotten for the rest of ever.
Like Game of
Yeah,
Thrones has been
yeah.
forgotten.
Yeah. Yeah, but see that I think they're kind of taking a note from Game of Thrones and just fucking making sure this train rides along.
One sec,
as
Audi.
painful as
One
it may
sec.
be.
Random Otaku says no, the king forced them to eat. Yeah, I know the king forced them to eat it, but if you're a child and your dad is like, here, eat your mother's heart, and you're like, yum yum, something's wrong with you. They don't even show the children being like, no, all the children are like,
just like
ugh.
but again,
Maybe
Sunday meal over here.
Maybe like starve them to then they're like, you want to live, you eat their heart.
I see.
Yes.
Yeah, but what, like, irrespective of what the fuck led up to that moment, it's still fucked up. Like, every possible explanation is fucked up. Right?
Yeah, of course it's fucked up. Yeah, it's not fucked up. It's more that it doesn't make sense. Like the spine, the random creature starting a random like unknown creature just starting this whole lineage and this whole story.
And
that
it's just
led
a
to the point
spine.
of the
It
wars
can't
and
do.
everything,
It couldn't
right?
do
Yeah.
shit on its own. It's just a freaking spine, and somehow it explodes with powers. 10 different powers apparently.
Yeah,
With
and apparently there's only one of that.
yeah, and here's the thing.
Its daddy.
Here's the thing.
and mommy.
Here's the thing. I was reading some random Reddit thread about this. Like when you told me that the episode had come out, I was reading a Reddit thread. I told you I read one. Okay, someone
Yeah.
was like, guys, by the way, just watch out for the next episode's name. It's To You from, I don't know, what the starting episode is like To You from 2000 years ago. And the last episode is From You 2000 years ago or something. They're like, oh, you see the relation. Oh, I was like, oh God, fucking damn it. Wow.
Uh,
Absolute dumb
name.
shits.
Random
Random otaku.
Otaku says, I don't like the concept of cannibalism itself. I hate it. Thanks for being in the same
You're
boat as
lost. We
all of
love
us.
it.
Yes.
We love that concept. You're lost.
No,
But yeah.
Oh man.
no, but some things are like in especially in this part of this thing are just like stupid. It's like okay. By the way, spoiler alert: Eren kills his own mom. He's like, my mom needs to die for me
Yeah,
to
man.
hate Titans, for me to become a Titan, and then become the king of Titans.
Yeah.
So I need to kill my mom.
Mhm.
Like, what do I do? Should I kill my mom?
Yeah,
He's just standing there
wasn't
like,
he supposed to
mom,
be the one?
sorry, if you live, you live. I might
Wasn't he
actually get
supposed to
love
be
in
the
my
one
life, you
controlling
know.
That
Who
the
needs
smiling
that? I
Titan?
can't commit genocide with
Yeah.
love.
What are you?
Huh? Well, wasn't he the one who was controlling the smiling Titan or like giving the command?
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
that's
Smiling
what he basically
Titan?
sends the Smiling Titan to ignore the juicy other Titan over there, the
Yeah.
colossal Titan in a puny human form, and the Smiling Titan could have become the colossal Titan with that meal. And Eren is like, yo, ignore that tasty meal right there. Go kill that bitch over there.
No.
She beat the fuck out of me when I ignored when I didn't listen to her. So this is what she deserves. Fuck her.
Yeah.
Like,
And give me PTSD for
yeah, so that I can
forever.
become as fucked up as I am now and just
Yeah, so you can
go with
become-
this cycle. Yeah, that's real important. And he's like, Dad,
Wow.
murder the entire family, Dad, just do it, Dad. Like, imagine, dude, like Grisha is like, my family is dying, but I cannot bring myself to kill innocent children.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, yo, kill that baby right now. That baby deserves to fucking die.
Yeah.
That baby,
Yeah.
look at it, it's
What's
fucking
wrong with
dead.
that
Yeah.
baby? I killed my own
Fucking
mom.
stab him.
Haha.
Yeah.
Get on my level.
God fucking damn it, Eren is the most stupid shit ever. Anyway,
Mhm.
Nandemo
Yeah.
says, okay, guys, bye. Yeah, we shall be
Bye.
growing up as well.
Bye.
After that,
Yes.
basically,
After we ask Audi, what has he been reading?
oh yeah,
I read Brothers. I caught up on One Piece. I am assuming you guys also caught up on One Piece.
no.
But
Yeah, of course.
yes.
Bro, who was that new character?
What do you think of Gagulma?
No. No, I'm not responding to that at all.
Ranamataku, you can go. We'll be gone
Someone in
5
chat
minutes
can
now.
respond to that if they want.
Yeah, if anyone wants to know, if anyone wants to tell me what they think of Gagulma, let me know.
Megatari is still going on. Like every 9 months or so, a new chapter comes out, and in true tradition, only 2 chapters are out since we last read it.
Wow.
So, oh no, 3 chapters are out. Sorry, 3 chapters are out. So they're doing like a horse race that is supposed to be the deciding factor for a wedding that is happening in the whole story.
Bro,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, Audi. Bro, he took the bait. Read chat.
Oh no!
Gagulma boss.
Oh man!
Sorry, Ranamataku. Sorry, you can go now.
You know.
It was a meme.
Yes. Audi, continue.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe she's still exploring. Maybe she's still there. You know. Maybe she was near Azerbaijan. I think the other day.
She was near Azerbaijan. Yes. Same place where you are. Around that area, but yeah. Nice.
Wait, I hope my girlfriend isn't watching this stream right now because I'm going to send her a message right now. What do you think of Gagulma?
Oh damn!
I see.
But yeah.
I said, you know the Akalteke, the golden horses.
Yes.
Horses are being displayed a lot more right now. So she's like the author seems to be in this like horse phase or more like animal phase specifically, where she's like drawing a lot of animals in detail in motion. Like a nice arc to join in.
Yeah. But it's going slow. Like 2 chapters is nothing, right?
Yeah. She takes like what? Fucking way too much time in doing detail work, which is really, really good at the end of the day. I'm not gonna lie, but then 2 chapters every like 9 months or so. I don't even remember when I last read the like last chapter of this thing, like of Otoy Megatari.
Okay. Audi, let's talk about why it's called Space Brothers.
But fucking hell. So we finally get to see I don't know why the fuck I was about to say Ginji and Pan on the moon.
Hey, no, you're spoiling it. Wait, that's not how you say it. Okay, Sid. Basically, Muta goes to the moon to start the Sharon Lunar Observatory, right? He's setting it up,
Yes,
okay?
yes.
And then what happens is an accident happens with the crew, and one woman gets seriously injured, okay? And they have to send back half of them. So they're like the observatory has to be finished. So we're going to leave Philip and Muta on the moon. Philip is the guy with the earphones.
Yeah.
So they leave them on the moon and then they send these guys back. Except there are solar flares happening, okay? So they have no idea how they're going to bring these guys back because the other three have already taken the shuttle back. So they're like, we're screwed. What do we do? And NASA is like, what the fuck can we do? They're there. We just can't do shit. And then so other forces get involved. JAXA gets involved. Russia gets involved. And Hibito, Azuma, and 2 Russians are sent up as a retrieval force for Muta and Philip.
Oh, damn.
So Russia is like, we will claim the glory of saving these NASA astronauts.
Yes.
So they've managed to finish the Sharon Lunar Observatory. Okay, it shows the first image of the meteor Sharon, and Sharon is like full paralyzed, but she's like crying inside, and she's like it's really emotional. And they like have a grand unveiling for it. They invite her for it. They give her makeup, which makes it look like she's smiling and all that. And then Hibito's craft, because the solar flare, it's somewhere on the moon's surface, but they have no idea if they landed safely. Okay, and Muta standing there, he's like trying to look around.
There was even like a problem. There was a problem that happens in the space station where
they lose
construction crew nearby was digging into the road.
Yeah.
And
they
hit a wire. They hit a very important wire that is connected to the space station. Yeah, and for like a good 3-4 hours, Hibito and the crew are not connected. Whole landing on the moon blind. When normally they would have like the base sort of talking them into like, okay, you're supposed to be landing here. Okay, all cool.
Yeah, so they had no comms, and they're like, fuck it, we'll just do it manually. So everyone thinks like they've crashed onto the moon. Muta standing on top of a crater. He's like, fuck, my brother is fucking dead on the moon. Fuck, oh my god. And then Hibito is like, hey, I finally made it. And he's like standing right behind Muta. And they're like, what the fuck, you're here? And they all get together. They're all talking. They're all introducing themselves. And Houston is like, Muta, please explain what you feel right now. And Muta is like, I don't know what to say actually. But it feels like we're all together in space. It feels like we're space brothers. I was like, whoa! I'm sorry.
Fucking brought that shit together.
Oh,
it
that's
is beautiful.
nice. I like that shit.
But then Mutta being Mutta later on sort of thinks on the whole moment, like what if he had said something else, because we are space brothers is good enough.
Of course, Mutta
we are washoy, and then like, what the fuck? And then it's like a future headlines are like, we are washoy on the newspaper. All sorts of newspapers going, we are washoy. Thank fuck I said we are space brothers. Only
yeah, but since he said we are space brothers, the entire world like picks it up. They're all like, oh, with space brothers, 2 brothers on space, Japanese space brothers on space and everything, and it's all like insane. But then the minute he's like, we are space brothers, I just dropped the manga and I was like, oh,
yes.
Really, just freaking, my god.
It is beautiful. It is a whole page just dedicated to that. We are space brothers, and just 2 of them in the same.
That's amazing. That's beautiful. That's
like they're standing on the moon and you can see the Earth, and they both are like looking at it and like, oh. And it's really nice one. It's made even more emotional because like Brian, right? You remember Brian said, the guy who went to the moon, and so his brother went to the moon with Muta, okay? And he puts his own figurine next to Brian, switches off comms, and he talks. He talks to Brian. He's like, "Yeah, I finally made it. We're here and all that shit." And then he's like, he goes to Muta. He's like, "Hey," when he's leaving, he's like, "You know what? Brian and I could never do it, but it looks like you guys finally can. So I'm proud of you." And Muta's like, "I'm sitting reading it. I'm like,
Brian and who again? Brian J and what is the other?
Eddie J.
Eddie J. It hurt, man. It hurt to see him like abandon the statue over there and like, fuck.
That was amazing.
Oh, and not only that. So you remember this old man in the NASA test they were doing? The JAXA test they were doing, right? Yeah. So that old man, goes and joins this other company which is making like shuttles and stuff. So they basically contract them to bring back Muta from the moon. So all of Muta's connections made over the years are all working together to bring him back.
Closest friends and connections. Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's pretty cool. Who knew the boy, the Muta, who was jobless, depressed, finally
Yeah,
got to
the
that stage.
headbutting employee of a car company would be on the fucking moon.
Yeah, insane. Beautiful
Man.
story.
It is beautiful. It is still going on. It's not ended on that note, obviously, but then it's
I would
like
be fine
I don't
if it
think
ended on that note. Also,
yeah,
by
I
the
know,
way,
right? I mean, but I don't think there'll be any moment that could start. It ends on next destination Mars, and like, God damn it, that's nice.
By the way, it is 11:34 on 9th February 2022. I have just sent a message to my girlfriend saying gargle my balls after she asked what's gargulma. So if this video will be the final thing,
oh my god,
this video will be
After
the
that-
final
After that, she left you
recording of that I will make before I die. I have sent her 4 laughing stickers afterwards. Hopefully that will be enough to like deflect a bit of the
Bro, it's been nice knowing you.
yes.
Like, fucking
And we're
reduce
continuing the
burn,
podcast.
yes.
So, Audi, you're doing solo podcast next
Thank
week.
you,
Yes,
thank
it
you for being here for me for all this time, or all the viewers, all the everybody. I will
Thank
be
you.
dead soon. So
Yes.
Thank you, Reddit, for being surprised at Indians being on live stream.
let it be known that my last
Sure.
words were gargle my balls.
Yes, that is true.
Random you to get
I think
Japan.
Random Otaku. I think you lost Random Otaku too, bro, forever.
That's true. But yeah, that's it. That's it for this episode. Manga catch up. We'll be back to
Twice.
other stuff. We'll be back on Sunday, which is like which is in
Back.
1, 2, 3, 4 days at the same time.
4 days. We'll be back with Roogs if Audi ever decides to watch any movie. Yeah, that's about it.
Back with the Adda.
Back with the Adda,
Yeah,
where we talk
guys,
about our
watch it,
daily
by the way.
life.
I did watch it, by the way,
And
Sid.
I have a story to
Fear
tell
and
about how
Loathing.
Sid ruined my life.
Yes.
Fear and Loathing?
Yes.
I have a
saw
story
Fear
for
and
Let's do
Adda
Loathing.
the
about how
episode.
Sid ruined my life.
Yes, he does have a story. Bro, I have pictures if you need it.
No,
for this
I
thing,
refuse to see
from
it.
My previous but and also, guys, Disenchantment is out, so you can
Oh,
go
nice. I
watch
want to
it.
watch it.
Ooh, yes, we can actually watch that.
Yes.
Cool.
That's it for this episode. We
Cool.
shall see you in
That's
4
it.
days if you come back. Bye bye.
Bye.
Ta-da.